This is episode 5 of the 1965 Ford Falcon Futura restoration. Last week we continued with the trim. The week before we did the trim. This week we're gonna do the trim, but we're gonna focus on the rear because if I do any more side body trim, I'm gonna lose my mind. Let's get going. If you missed any videos in the series, I'll link them here, and thank you so much for watching. Let's get to it. All right, so the front is pretty much unchanged still. And this is where our focus will be. I haven't figured out how to get these canisters separated. The canisters are very hard to find and seemingly expensive for just used ones, so I obviously want to save those, but I have to figure out a way to disconnect it, and my brain's not computing it, and I didn't research it ahead of time, so let's take a look. It's like blind. Oh, all right, so it's not going to come out because it's like spread in there. Now the plan is to change out the wiring anyways, but I don't want to do something that I can't go back on with these, just I don't know, just in case. So I think, do these disconnect? Maybe they just disconnect. Gosh, we'll remember that green and yellow, black and black, and then this red guy. All right. The Tin Man's hat. Wasn't so hard. I overthought it the first time I tried to do it. So again, like, these are pretty expensive. I haven't looked into this gasket. There's a rubber gasket that's around here that's just trashed. See this? So yeah, we'll save this. But it was just 2 connectors and then the red connector here. And the wires. So much fun, I can't stop. No, I'll do it the proper way with a wire wheel at some point. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. Let's do the other side. Well, that one broke right off, didn't it? Shoot. I mean, I can buy new ones, it's fine. And again, I want to change the wiring, but darn it, I hate breaking things. Okay. Let's tackle this bumper here. I've been looking forward to removing these bumpers since I started the job. There are 2 bolts here, and it's on each side, so that seems to be the way. I don't think it takes an Einstein to figure out how to remove an old bumper, or does it? We'll find out. I wonder how many times I have to crawl in and out of here. And doing this, of course, I made sure to have 2 tire chocks, and the car is in park. Okay, we got 5/8 on one side, and then the other side was, I think, an 11/16 because the 3/4 was too big. Okay. I vaguely remember there being an issue with my 11/16. The issue being like it didn't exist anymore. Why is a 15mm in here? I don't do that. Somebody's been doing it. You know who I'm suspecting? My mother, of course. 5/8. 3/4. Then all my 4. I remember. I swear there was an issue. I've got like a no 11/16. I don't have as many standard sockets as I do metric. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh. 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 Alright, so we have a little PB blaster. The secret cheat on these bolts. I don't think I got really any PB blaster on the areas that I needed it to, but whatever, it's there mentally, spiritually to help me out. And then it's just kind of awkward in here because it's under the car. I'm not lifting the car. I'm sitting outside of the car. And my left arm, boy, oh boy, did it start to get tired. I got my workout in. My left bicep was throbbing. They're not particularly hard to get to. They're not particularly tight, but they are this long. This long. That's what she said. So reaching under here, it's pretty blind. You're kind of reaching for these bolts. There's a lot of things in the way. I must have hit my knuckles like 572 times. Just, I kept hitting it on something metal in there. I took the pain like a champ, like a man. What I was not prepared to take like a champ would be any kind of bugs under there. I could feel spider webs and like old things, and I just thought any second something's gonna like crawl on my hand and that'll be the end of me. I'm gone, passed out. This plate fell down. And then here, see how long they are? I wasn't kidding. All right. Surprisingly, the bolts actually weren't like rusted on too bad at all. They came off with ease. It was just that motion of going back and forth and back and forth and front and back and all of that. And then you could see all those spider webs and creepy crawlers just waiting to you know, jump out there and get me. But they are very long bolts. Isn't that the most fascinating comment you've ever heard in your life? Long bolts. There's 2 of them on each side, 2 bolts and 2 nuts. And then there's a bracket. I wonder what that bracket's for. It's an extra bracket. If anybody knows what that bracket's for, just let me know. I'd love to know. It would just make my day. And finally, when these bolts are out, I can slide the bumper out like butter. Okay. So we got these inner braces that sit here like this. And then each side has these bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and put them together so I don't forget. I don't think I would, but just in case, you know what I mean? That's always what I say. I'll never forget. And the very next day, I've never seen these parts in my life. Okay. Collecting my rear parts over here. And I'll put the bumper over here somewhere as well. Because I have a grinding wheel and I've never even used it because I don't have a table for it. I've also got a really cool spray can holder that I've never hung. I should do that. I should hang that. It's neat. See? Okay, sidetrack. Let's take that bumper off. There's a license plate light. There we go. Disconnect that. Through there. That way we don't break anything. All right. What do we have here? Saw these spider webs. These are these rubber pads that I keep seeing for sale every time I look up bumpers. So we'll buy new ones of these. Unless you all think I can reuse this. And oh, so this is like weather seal stuff too. What in the world? All right, let's take it off the proper way. Huh. Whoa. Ugh. Try to remember where these 2 bolts go. Let's remove that light and the license plate. I won't bother removing these brackets yet, these ones yet, because there's just no point. It's not like I'm sending it out to be chromed again. There's some rust under one that I can see, but again, not my concern at the moment. I was innocently shooting this and then my phone said, "You have no more storage, you broke ass." And so I had to take a pause, and I started deleting all these photos, and then I went down memory lane and was looking at photos of cars, and it was all downhill from there. All right. All right. Exciting, huh? All right, let's go take a look at that rear trim piece. The car's been toasting up in the sun, so I bet it's gonna be fun to work on. So I think these hold this on. I've never removed these before. It's like a little rounded nut. Judging by the holes that are in the trunk, there should be like 6 of these, and there's only like 3 left. So I'll buy some more, don't worry. These are fun. They're fun little nuts to do. You just kind of loosen them with your hands and, you know, they come right off. Man, when I was doing this though, I did find a lot of rust under this trunk. It's an extremely hot piece of metal. Came off so easy, so enjoyable. Let's go put it in the garage, shall we? Look at that. That piece, I won't take that the latch off yet because then the hood won't, the trunk won't close. The bumper, this is fun. I can't resist just taking this and scraping off some of the dirt. I'm going to do it the proper way, but this is just so much fun. It's so rewarding. There's these little, they almost look like staples in there. So let me just see if I can get them out. This was the end of the day and I was exhausted and I really didn't want to take these staples out, but I would feel like a loser if I didn't do it. So I got them all out. I wonder how I'm going to get them back in, like new ones. Guess I'll figure that out when the time comes. For today's progress, the front unchanged, the left side unchanged, but the rear, no lights, no trim, no bumper, no staples, no bugs, no problem, no nothing. And the right side, nothing. I am so happy with the progress. So on the rear is where we made the bulk of, well, all of the progress. We got the bumper off, those little paper clip annoying things. We got the bumper pad off, which was, you know, already disintegrating off of the car. The license plate, yes, I know it's stupid, but still it was removed, so it's worth notating. The license plate light, and then that rear panel that says Falcon on it, so that's behind me. I started the rear of the car junk pile over there. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more progress next week. See you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye. This was such a bad decision. It's been sitting in my garage for I think like 2 years now. My dear mother bought this for me. It was $39.99. It was definitely from Amazon, and I'm the one that picked it out, and it was a great idea because it was going to hold all my spray cans, well, 8 spray cans, and I just really liked it. The problem is when it came in, I didn't realize it was going to be in like 1,000,000 pieces with 1,000,000 screws, and it was just so reminiscent of a Harbor Freight thing that I just couldn't bear it. Surprisingly, I mean, this video is probably like, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's like 45 minutes to an hour's worth of work, and like painful. Backbreaking, not fun work. I mean, at the end of the day, if I get a stupid shelf out of all of this, there's a lot more things that I could be doing with my time that would give a bigger bang for my buck time-wise. And the screws are bad quality. Everything's bad quality. It's all bad quality. But what do you expect when you buy it off of Amazon? So that's the one thing about Harbor Freight stuff. And not that I'm saying I got this from Harbor Freight, because I don't think I did. But they are the worst things to put together. You get a bag of about 1,000 of these with every Harbor Freight purchase. And just a little bit more here, struggling along. And I even made mistakes along the way, shamefully so. This is the stupidest use of my time today. I'm embarrassed to admit that I had not seen here. I had to take it apart like 2 times because I had some stupid things on backwards, like this paper towel holder roll thing. I put it on backwards the first time. I think I'm too smart for stupid stuff like this, maybe. That's just what I tell myself. Black and orange, those are my Halloween colors. I do love black and orange. And we're gonna hang it now. I mean, and the energy flowing from my body to hang this is just so powerful that I failed. That's why it's not up. My arms turned into jello and I couldn't do it. Here it's waiting. Let's see. I just don't know. Do I really want to ruin my summit sign by drilling holes in it? Is it even gonna look good there? You know, I mean, I guess it will. It feels weird drilling holes in it, but I've got nowhere else to go. Space is limited. How does it look? All right, where'd my pen go? I lost it, of course. This is my Milwaukee pens, and believe it or not, I had 4 of them. Slowly but surely they started disappearing, and you know what? You know where I found the red one? In my kitchen drawer. You know, the junk drawer with like the 1,000,000 dead batteries, the salt and pepper packets, the soy sauce packets, and the plastic forks and knives that we're never going to use. That drawer. And that's my mom's drawer. That's the drawer she just hoards everything. On a weekly basis, I go in that drawer and I pull all those plastic utensils that we're never ever going to use. The salt and pepper, the soy sauce packets, paper clips, hair clips, random cords to charge things we don't have anymore, and I throw it away. And within that drawer was my Milwaukee red marker. Unbelievable. Okay. I actually did it. Just wanted to use, like, I don't want to use a bunch of mollies. I just want to use screws, like drywall screws. Maybe I'll get lucky and there'll be a stud. That's what she said. Feels pretty studdy. All right. But now the best part is we get to decorate it. Oh, what fun it is, huh? There's so many options. You know what I mean? Like, do I go with cleaning stuff or like this kind of stuff? I think I'm gonna go with this kind of stuff. I wish I could do my most used stuff, but I use so much random stuff. So I'm gonna do this mass airflow cleaner here. Brake cleaner, you know, one's PB Blaster. This is the best stuff on the planet. Some battery cleaner. Engine degreaser. We got these paper towels here. And there's even a shelf. Oh my gosh, look what I can do here. And my busted throttle body. I have 2. I don't know where the other one went. My other busted throttle body. And some hooks too. There you have it. I bet this has been the most exciting video of your life. It's a nice